Welcome back to the podcast. Roll the intro.
Yeah, they call me a savage. How I'm putting in work. I hustle and grind, I put in the time, get what I deserve. Savage.
Back into it. We got our hoodies on. It's winter.
It's cold, bro.
It's when everyone buckles.
Yeah, man. Not
And
us,
then
but
when we double down.
that's it. That's it.
Good. How's the winter warrior going? I'm doing cold showers. You're doing plunges. I do 2-minute cold shower in the morning, 1 minute at night.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing 5-minute pool.
Every morning, and it's working. I can feel it.
Working on to that discipline, which we'll probably go into in this episode, of doubling down on our discipline and not relying on motivation.
Yeah. On that, bro. What's your mobility goal for your Winter Warrior?
Mine was just doing those shoulder activations every day.
How's that going?
Felt good. I felt like when we're doing those one arm rows, usually I struggle on the 50 kilos pulling.
Mm-hmm.
We've done the 55s and I felt like, oh, okay, a bit more activation, a bit more feeling, because probably I've done like, what's day in 20 nearly? So I've done 20 days in a row of those.
What are you doing? Yeah, what are you actually
shoulders.
doing?
Head down on the ground. We got a YouTube video of that, of our session, of what we do, plus the external rotations. That shoulder's a little bit sore at the moment, so just doing some rehab on the back to set that scap in place.
How many reps are you doing?
3 sets, 20, 20, 20.
So 3 sets. Jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah, mad.
plus the external, so
And it's helping
Coming along.
your obviously your road today which is a good thing.
yeah. And then got a cheetah version where I'm just doing it standing, which I did in the weekend. Always like to find little easier methods,
Yeah.
just so you can continue with the habit,
Yeah.
but in a lesser way.
Yeah.
So I just did standing, no dumbbells, just standing.
Little cheat codes.
Yeah,
But they
and then
work.
just bent over type of row.
They work.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
You, how's the cold plunges?
Yeah, good, bro. Enjoying them, mate. Like that 5 minutes every morning. Going into it, I'm like nervous. You know, I can feel like the adrenaline start to rise and lift. And then you go, your legs in first, and then you're dropping down just above the head above the water. And the first minute's always the scariest part, but then you just sit into it. Your breathing slows down, and then you just one with the water.
Do you swim around or do you
No,
just sit?
Yeah, I sit, stay still, and then sometimes if I'm wanting to share it on social, I'll just record the last 30 seconds. Make sure I dip my head under, just so I'm feeling that stinginess through the ears. Then I'll hop out and get my coffee and some kumquats, and then start my day.
Boomage, let's go into our first question.
Yo,
I'll hit you with, how would you define discipline in the context of fitness, and why is it such a crucial factor in achieving fitness goals?
it's completing. For me, it's just completing. If you set your goal and then reverse engineer, you might need to hit a certain amount of workouts in order for you to hit that goal. And the less times that you hit your workouts, the less chance of you hitting your goal. That's like, for me, it's pretty simple like that. And you find that, let's look at, people that are on the program, the knee program at the moment. Those guys who complete more workouts, they get more results. And yeah, it just all comes down to that. Are they disciplined enough to complete those workouts? And then you start looking at, everything that's surrounding them in their life. Does what they do on the weekend play a part? Do they have children? Are they addressing some things that could get in the way of them being disciplined? For me, discipline is just doing the same thing daily, and without expecting results quick, just continuously keep doing it to reach a goal.
Boom.
Yeah, bro.
I'll let you have that.
Thanks, bro. I'll take that one.
Nah, just that consistency factor. We see it as coaches. We always see them
All the time.
people who are consistent over a longer period of time get the best results.
Yeah, that's it.
And everyone starts from different spots,
Mm.
but then the ones that stay consistent end up getting the result. The ones that probably don't see like they're getting results,
Mm.
and they think, oh, it might be the program or the exercises, and then you look at their completion rate and you're like, oh man, you're not consistent enough to actually get the result. And they sort of still haven't understood that. So as a coach, you sort of got to communicate that as well.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
In a nice way, not
yeah, it's a candorish way.
Yeah, exactly.
That bro, just to go back on that too, bro. And that brings us back to what's happening around the completions that makes them not complete them, and that's the coaching part or point of view as well. So, yeah, cool, bro.
And then they're waiting. Wait, one more thing.
Go on.
They're waiting on that motivation to kick in.
Yes.
Like the thing I'm hearing at the moment is it's winter. And it's like, oh, it's a little bit colder, and just that motivation is not there. Yeah, discipline's the opposite of motivation.
Like you said to me those weeks ago, bro, and I always remember this one, bro. How do you define it, then, bro? Discipline is discipline, bro. Straight and simple.
Doing shit.
All right, next one for you, bro. What are some common short-term temptations that people often face on their fitness journey, and how can discipline help overcome them?
Probably those excuses, the time excuse, family excuse, children playing with your kids excuse.
Yep.
Are the main ones, I think. Injuries, train around injuries. Yeah, it's more temptation is just, what else do we got?
That's all I can think of, bro. Because that's what we face all the time.
Yeah.
It's always like I think at the front end of it, it is that. But then when you peel back, you find there's like little things surrounding it.
Yeah, usually people who can't find time.
Yeah.
But everyone's obviously got enough time. You just got to make it. Yeah.
And I think the key is, for us as coaches is helping them find that time. Because, I look at my program, it takes maybe 30, 40 minutes per day. And we spend 30, 40 minutes doing shit that's of no use to ourselves anyway, wasting time. And that's why, for me, going back to the Winter Warrior and what I'm doing right now, I've attached Winter Warrior to 75 hard and I'm called it 75 elite. Let's go. But, removing something from my life that I just didn't need, because I don't drink alcohol anymore, and everyone knows that, I decided to remove TV. You think about that, right? We spend some families spend 3 to 4 hours per night on it, bro. And for me, I can remove TV and then implement something else into it. And if I was, being coached by someone, it would be doing a workout, So hope that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like stop doing some of the things that you're doing that are taking up time.
That's it.
And just replace them with some good things.
Yeah.
If you've got goals, if not, and you don't care, then don't whinge on things.
Just get out of here. I was going to say fuck off then, but...
Next one. Can you share some practical strategies for cultivating discipline, especially for someone who's just starting on their fitness journey?
You go first, bro. I'm just trying to think about the question.
Program first.
Yup.
Because then that just sets what you actually need to do. You can Google programs. Just follow something.
Yeah.
Don't freestyle.
Yeah.
I think the difference, what happened? Someone questioned my one of my posts where they said, why would anyone get coaching on stretching? Which is a fair point.
Yep.
And I went, the reason that they do is instead of going off trying to YouTube all the best stretches, they just come to the source who's got, some results with other people to save time. When you invest in a coach, you're sort of investing to save time. They're going to get you to a result quicker than what you could have yourself. And I think that's probably the main thing why you spend money for a coach. Anyone can YouTube stretch program or knee program, but are you going to actually do it? Are you going to actually follow it? You also need skin in the game.
Ooh, lovely.
Stuff. Good stuff too.
I'm adding that one too, bro. I like that one. Skin in the game. So program first. If you need help doing the program, that's when a coach comes on board. And then alongside with that coaching, there's skin in the game as well.
Yeah.
If you've got skin in the game, there's more, excuse me, there's more chance of you getting it done.
Yeah, and you pay for coaching to save time.
Save time.
That's the main thing.
Oh, bro. The bro's on fire today.
If you we've probably both had times where we didn't have the money, so we had to YouTube and Google and before that and try and figure it ourselves, and it takes so long. Whereas
we've filtered out the information for other people.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I like that. We spend all the hard time, so you don't have to. What's the next one, bro?
Is that me? Number 4.
Yeah.
How do structured workout plans contribute to developing discipline? Could you provide an example of what such a plan might look like?
Structured.
Hit me with a knee workout,
A workout.
just top to bottom.
Top to bottom. So
Warm up.
you warm up first. You start with the dead mills. And then for me, like normally back in the old day, it would be your heavy movement first. But now I like to prime before you go into any compound lifts. All right, so got dead mills first, then I'll go straight or move into your tibs and your calf raises just to warm up, from the ankle heading up. And then I'll work into some reverse step-ups. And those step-ups will lead into your compound movement, which will be your split squats. And then after the split squats, I always peel off with either some isolation work with some Nordics or some RDLs or something like that. But the main thing with the workout is to warm up and lead yourself into the main part of the workout. And then after it, you're always finishing off with some mobility or some stretching. And for me, it's stretching, bro. I enjoy the stretching, and I feel like it finishes off the workout really well.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's because when you sort of got dodgy knees, they need a bit more time to get into everything.
Yeah. And like I've found, now I'm 35 too, bro. Like it's not a matter of me just fucking going straight into it. I need a bit of time, even during winter, to warm things up as well. So if you are someone like myself, most people are, that are on the program, it takes a little bit of time to get yourself primed for the workout. And then once you're primed, you go through the movement and then you just taper off. And basically the workout is building towards the next workout as well.
Yep.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, so you want to build those foundations so you can actually advance.
Yep.
That's what I feel like people get wrong with exercise, is they doing the exercise, they think they're doing it well, but it's actually not at a high enough level. Yeah. If that makes sense?
Yeah, it does. Because like we see it all the time. Someone would say to me, for example, I'm doing a split squat. I'm ready to add some weight. And then I'm like, okay, well, show me your split squat. And I'm like, bro, it looks I'm not saying it looks dreadful, but there's still lots of stuff that you work on. That comes down to coaching. That comes down for them, being honest with themselves. And yeah, like you said, bro, like everyone just doesn't know. And it comes down to explanation from the coaching point of view. But then it also comes down to being a coachable client as well.
Yep, 100%. I love that split squat.
Yeah.
I found as soon as I started to do it, I replaced squats with it. The main reason being I like that long range of movement.
Yeah.
And then where do you go with the squat after a while? It's like you got to just keep going heavier and heavier. Whereas I feel like a dumbbell split squat for me, you're not loading the spine. Don't have to load plates. Very efficient. And it still makes the legs feel strong as well.
I find that the split squatting, the isolation of, working on one leg, it creates a little bit more understanding for me.
Yep.
Because, I've done 2 ACLs on one knee and only one on the right. Sometimes the left knee just needs that little bit more love. So I'll need to actually pull things back. So the right leg, I'll whack, 10 kilo dumbbells in my hands and it moves like a fucking leopard. The other side, I need to regress things. I can't do that on the back squat. Going underneath the bar, this right knee will be taking most of the load. The hip starts popping out. And that comes down to, progress and understanding how to coach and all that sort of shit. But at the end of the day, a movement like a split squat can certainly help you more than doing a back squat.
Mean.
I feel like I'm doing heaps of the talking today. Fuck, sorry, bro.
I'm actually a bit buggered from the workout. Those ones when you just don't want to talk and you just hand it to the...
Must be the 2 coffees I had, bro.
Number 5.
Oh, I like this one, bro. Could having a workout buddy or hiring a personal trainer make it easier to build discipline? If so, how?
Yeah, it just helps with the accountability straight away. Obviously, it depends on the quality of your workout buddy and your personal trainer. Obviously, we work out together. I don't mind working out by myself, but then I tend to, once I want to spot, especially when you're getting heavy and you want to hit those last 2 or 3 reps, you don't want to get stuck under a bench press, a squat, or sort of lifts like that. If you see your mates lifting hard, like you're pumping, you've overtaken me in the bench press lately, and they're like, that pushes me and makes sure I better stay on my rehab so I can come back stronger, like healthy competition.
Yep.
Also with the PTs, you're paying skin in the game.
Yep.
You're going to be accountable.
100%. Make sure you turn up. All those things come in play when you've got a personal trainer. And for me, workout body, it's very simple, bro. In those times when I've been building over the years, I've always looked to you as someone that I could, feed off. And now that we're at this stage where we're sort of going back and forth with the bench press, it certainly keeps the testosterone high, and I love it.
Yeah, I'm very particular with workout buddies too. I don't like going just
with
working
anyone.
out with anyone. I'm very, I don't know.
But you have to be.
I'm very introverted, and
Yeah.
you're probably a bit opposite. Me,
Yeah,
aren't you?
but
you don't mind.
but then
going out.
as I've gotten older and sort of I sat into myself a little bit more. Yeah, you just can't work out with anyone, bro. Because some people just fucking waste time. That's the truth. It's like, bro, what are you doing?
I don't like not following a program either. I don't like going to go do a CrossFit workout and I'm like, what was that for? Really, like, I'm not building towards anything. You know what I mean?
What the fuck was that for?
I just flog myself for nothing, like no reason.
Yeah, there's no direction.
Yeah, it needs to have some oomph to it.
Mean.
What do we got? Number 6.
Number 6.
Moving on to fitness habits. Can you explain why establishing a routine is more effective than relying on willpower alone?
Bro, like I love this. This is like one of the best things I heard from you. Habits. All right. You should be able to treat mobility like a habit. Something that we do simply every day is we brush our teeth. If you can make mobility a habit like that, then it's a higher likely chance of you getting it done. You wouldn't leave your house if your fucking teeth weren't brushed, bro. So
Exactly.
why would you leave the house when your body's not brushed? If that makes sense. So that's what I get from that, and I'll always remember that one from you as well.
Yeah, that's a real good one that we try and implement with the mobility guys, or I probably haven't done it enough actually. That sort of gives me to do
Some
a little, make a little Canva document on that of building that habit, like you're going to brush your teeth or having a shower each day. Like imagine not going to bed without a shower. You want that same feeling with your mobility or exercise or whatnot. You just don't feel right.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's what you're trying to build, and it's just comes second nature.
A good one from Hormozi too, bro. Like creating the watering hole. Have you heard him say that one? It's really cool, bro. So like he would attach things, things that he wouldn't want to do. Let's be honest, no one wants to train or anything, or say sometimes even do mobility. But if you attach it to something that you're doing throughout your day, for example, he would go to his desk, but he knew that at his desk, let's just say the desk was on the ground, and he'd have to sit into a pancake. So that's his watering hole. So while he's on the computer, he's in the pancake. This is just an example, but yeah, it's sort of that takes away the thought power or the willpower, like we said in the question, and it just becomes a bit more effective because it's a habit.
Yeah, I think it comes from that Atomic Habits book as well. Setting up your environment.
That's
have
the one.
your
That's the one.
if it's in your house, have your little mobility spot where you can do your session, or that's your spot to do mobility.
Yeah.
And then everyone in the house knows that once you're in that spot, that's your 15 minutes. Fuck off. Keep away until I've finished my workout, and then I'll get back to you.
Yeah, exactly.
When I'm healthy.
Because at the end of the day, man, like you're doing it for them anyway. You being in the best physical, mental, spiritual space is for them, and you got to look after yourself before you look after other people as well.
Yeah, and I think a good note to put in that is when you know you're going good is when you have a real bad day, but you still get everything done.
Yeah, done. Yeah, sick. That was me. Like, just to talk about myself again, that was me yesterday, bro. Like, my whole routine went out of whack, but I knew what I needed to get done in order for me to complete everything for my day. And that's the sort of accountability that I'm trying to have and build for myself. And so I really understand what that one's all about.
Let's finish on this last one. What are some small changes someone could start with when trying to build new fitness habits?
Small changes.
Starting small.
Yeah.
One little thing that you can do consistently
Straight
for
up.
100 days.
Straight up.
Couch stretch. What was your one for knee?
Dead meals.
Yeah.
Fuck. Everyone's seen us do those challenges or those little sprints that we do. Fucking just do pick one thing and just do it.
Yep.
And it's simple. It doesn't take that long.
100 days. I love the 100.
Yeah. I like 100 too. 100 works.
Done and dusted.
Thank you, bro.
Job, bro.
Yeah, they call me a savage. How I'm putting in work. I hustle and grind, I put in the time, get what I deserve. Savage.